All right, so we're back and we're going to continue going over part one, which was looking at the first and last paragraph completely, circling your nouns and writing 2 or more words summarizing what you found. And Dylan, our cameraman, is going to be walking around and we're going to be discussing what some of our students have found by using this method. What was the first paragraph about, and what did they write as creating their chart index. All right, so Dylan, show us who we're going to start with first.
We are going to start with Miles.
All right.
So the first paragraph, I thought it was about getting ready to do something for the first time. Because that's pretty much what he says, you know, here's your chance. I've never had to do one before, so it's the first time. And then page me when you're ready to start.
All right, excellent. And what did you write as far as like summary to remember when you come back to it?
Pretty much that.
Pretty much that? All right. Let's see. Move on. Who else do we want to bug to show off what they've done?
Madeline.
So, why don't you explain why you have words circled? What are those representing?
The nouns.
The nouns.
Yeah.
Why are nouns important?
So we know who we're talking about?
Ah, okay. The who and the what.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
then my summary was the person is semi-new because it's his 4th week, and he is nervous because they're making him do a task and he has never done it before.
Okay, perfect. And because of circling the nouns, all right, we're able to go back and find the exact points, the name of the person or the exact person, place, or thing that he was doing, okay, or she. And that's important when you're gathering information for facts, or those nouns, not so much the action. All right, so let's go with one more, and then we're going to look at the last paragraph and see if that changes anything. So what did you guys do? What did you come up with? Show us the last paragraph.
So in the last paragraph we did also like what Madeline did, which was circle the nouns because they talk about a person, place, or thing, which is what you're supposed to know in a paragraph. And again, it was talking about the junior resident and how he was doing the surgery and how he felt nervous about what he was about to do, and also the other surgeon, like she was noticing all the mistakes that they were doing, but she tried to keep it to herself. But even though she was trying to, she could tell that if she would have told him something, he would have been like even more uncertain. So then she was just like in her head, she was like, I should like do something about it, but then she was like, no, because if I do, then that person's not gonna learn. It's just
Right.
It's just me telling them how to do it.
So it's almost like learning by practice.
Yeah, but
Okay.
learning like at a not a cost, but like you have to like be sure of everything you do, even if it's like a hypothesis, like a really good guess, like you really need to be sure about.
So you can't have any doubt.
Yeah, you can have doubts because it's a surgery, you know. Like if you do something wrong, even if you're practicing, it could go like bad for the person
That's
or
true.
for your career.
Exactly. So you can't stand there and have doubt.
Yeah.
All right, I'm glad you got that from that. Very good. All right, so let's go over here to Zarak because he had brought up a good point earlier, and I want him to explain to us what he had gotten out of that last paragraph.
Well, I circled the nouns, of course, because I wanted to know exactly what we were talking about. And then it also went to like him struggling, and they didn't really want to help him out too much, so I put practice makes perfect because you have to learn from your mistakes to become better at what you're doing.
Okay, and that was something else that somebody else in the class had brought up. Practice makes perfect also builds your skills and makes you an expert. So, all right, so that's perfect. So that was step 1. Now we're going to move on to step 2. Now step 2 is where you get a little bit deeper, all right, into that pre-reading. And I realized that you guys are sitting here saying, oh my gosh, by the time we get to step 5, just to pre-read, it's going to take us 3 classes. Actually, no. Once I've shown you the 5 steps, okay, you will have completed the whole assignment. But the first 3 steps actually only takes you, once you've gotten good at them, about 8 minutes for an article this long, okay? if you're doing like an ACT passage, all right, breaking down and doing the first 3 steps of the chart, strategy for annotating should only take you anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, and that's the reason why we want you to learn this, how to break it down pre-read, so that we have a better chance of comprehending and getting to that successful assignment or test taking strategy. So the first 2 sentences, all right, the first sentence of each body paragraph is important. Why? What never changes about a body paragraph? The first sentence. What is it always? Anybody know? It's a topic sentence.
The main idea.
Yeah, the main idea of that paragraph in the body will always be the first sentence. That's the paragraphs that cannot be changed for the main idea. The first paragraph and that last paragraph, or the first introduction section when you're writing a long paper, all right, or the conclusion paragraphs of a long paper, yes, okay, those paragraphs you can find the main idea within somewhere. But those body paragraphs that's giving those details, those specific facts, details, all right, or examples, the very first sentence always will be your topic sentence. And the last sentence of the body paragraph should always be a lead, a connector sentence to the next paragraph. Okay? And that's what we're going to take a look at in these informational articles that we're reading this 9 weeks. Is how is that writing connected within the body to make it more what? Flowing. So we're going to practice today on step 2, chart method, which you're going to read the first sentence of each body paragraph and the last sentence of each body paragraph. And all you're going to do is you're going to write a summary on the side of those paragraphs of 2 to 3 words. That's it. You're building an index. Where do I go find these details? Where am I going to delve a little deeper when I actually read this whole thing to find these facts that I'm looking for of what was asked in the beginning about what was it that Gwande said was needed to be a master surgeon, okay? So right now, you're going to continue, you're going to read each body paragraph, first and last sentence, on the side of each body paragraph, 2 to 3 word indexing what it is. Do not read the whole paragraph, okay? And I want you to underline what is the key term, the key idea. It's going to either be in the first sentence or the last sentence, all right? Not main idea, not topic sentence, the key idea that's being delivered to you in that paragraph, all right? It's usually a term or a couple of words. It'll be either in the first or the last sentence. All right? Any questions on this? Okay, so go ahead and get started. We're going to work for about 6 minutes. So do as many as you can, and then we're going to come back and see how you did on it. All right? Okay, get started.